In this video today, I'm breaking down the rebel archetype from my own personal experience in my own life. Let's get it.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumedh Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. In this video today, I'm specifically breaking down the rebel archetype. Now, this is from my own lens and growing up and understanding a lot of stuff that I've been delving into right now, okay? From, the chakra system to the bioenergetics profiles to, this whole map of how our childhood traumas can influence us later on in life. They become defense mechanisms in a sense, and they start to formulate the way that you see the world. They're like trauma goggles, right? The way you see the world. It's very interesting because I've found that my Jungian archetype, the outlaw, relates to my bioenergetic structure, which is the schizoid, right? Because the schizoid is almost like the hermit in the tarot deck, right? It's the one who goes into the spiritual realms to feel safe. They don't feel safe in their own bodies. They don't feel like they have a right to exist. Now, this is very different from the personality schizoid, right? Schizoid personality disorder has nothing to do with that, though at a very extreme level it can manifest into that. So it's very important to understand this, right? The way I've been able to look at this is specifically looking from my lens of looking at the world through theater, right? I created my book TPM as a solution to my own problems, and I started to see the world through these archetypes. And as I started to see the world through archetypes, I began very rapidly categorizing and understanding this way deeper. So that's just a brief background. Just wanted to give you that, okay? This is my work as a flow state coach. I want to help you create your autotelic character and basically help you integrate that autotelic character into your lifestyle in some way, into your character profile, your flow profile, and blend all of the maps, gene keys, human design, all that kind of stuff, right? All the maps, strengths quiz, and just kind of morph it all. Look at all the webs, and then morph it all into one solid symbol character structure where you can go and act. You have the willingness, the momentum that pulls you forward, okay? Instead of playing these false avatar roles of the defense mechanism, let's play the realist version of ourselves and heal the trauma so that we're free to flow. Now, I have a product coming out called Post-Traumatic Growth. It might be called that, might be called something different. Hey, how can we use our traumas actually as our character structure profile and be able to not band-aid the solution, but use it, right? The obstacle becomes the way in a sense. So let's get started. So I started to explore this question, and this is from AZD's question in The Beast Gathering. Basically, the process is you ask yourself a question where you give yourself the answer. It's also an exploratory task. So it's not the thing that you have yet, but it's helpful to ask yourself questions that make you lean into and zoom into your character. So the question I asked myself as I was journaling was, what makes me such a powerful communicator? Now, I went back to the early influence of Eminem, where I first started rapping. And I started to explore the song Renegade and look at the lyrics of the song. Particularly the Eminem side in me, or the Slim Shady side, I guess you could say, is very dormant, right? That rebel, the guy who just came into the rap game and changed it completely, using his multisyllabics and the way that he uses his flow, the rap battle, that kind of competitive drive mixed with willingness to emote about his own life and his own traumas and his mom leaving and all that stuff, right? In a sense, Eminem's life story is very different to mine, but I did understand his rebellious nature and his ability to go, fuck you, to society, right? That ability for him to come along and just completely transform the entire genre of rap. So anyway, let's explore these lyrics. And of course, some of these are from Jay-Z too, right? Because it's a collaborative song. So he said, I penetrate pop culture. Jot it down. These are catchphrases for me. These are like sound bites for me, where I listened to the lyrics, I listened to the song, and I wrote down what are the elements of this song that resonates at that rebel outcast frequency of the song Renegade. Okay? I penetrate pop culture. So I change the culture in a sense. I'm a disruptor, right? Jot it down. If the shoe fits, I'll wear it, right? I had this whole mentality when I was growing up. Yeah, my mom called me lazy. Guess what? I will be lazy. How do you like them apples, right? It's like that mentality. Again, you'll start to understand this better, right? Inherit the title. Food for the spirit. Stay tuned. And of course, the chorus is never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day. I'm a right? Talk about anything. Anything. Talk about anything. And when I was growing up, man, I couldn't talk about anything. I had all these thoughts in my mind. I had so many ideas, and my brain was working at this rapid speed. But right now, as my throat chakra is communicating all of this out to you guys, in the past, I wouldn't even be able to enunciate and process all of my thoughts to make a video like this. You know what I mean? When I was much younger. So to notice how far I've come, but understand this renegade archetype as it plays through my own journey. So now I'm never afraid to say what's on my mind. And that's the highest level of my character creation process, okay? I drove by the fork in the road and went straight. Ooh, that one links directly to the Janus frequency of like, this duality. And I'm transcending duality or going beyond the fork in the road in a sense, right? I think Jay-Z said this one. It's a matter of taste, okay? Hey man, it's a matter of taste. You don't like me? Just a matter of preference, right? Some people don't like rum raisin, ice cream flavor. Some people don't like vanilla, It is what it, of course, the rebel is like anti-vanilla, right, in a sense. But anyway, it's as easy as cake. That's the vibe. A gateway to escape. Okay. Is he the latter? Spiteful, delightful, eyeful? Oof, I love these rhymes, man. Eminem can just string together these rhymes in such a perfect harmony, The rebel outcast archetype, the outsider, whatever you want to call this archetype, the creative, is why are things the way that they are, man? Why am I the way that I am? Am I going to live this white picket fence life, conventional lifestyle, or am I going to change things up? Am I going to stir up the cauldron, in a sense? Am I going to add some spice, some variety, some nuance, some flavor to this game, some excitement? And the whole purpose is liberation for the rebel. They want to never feel trapped again, right? Some examples could be like Han Solo, Joker, the Joker archetype. MLK would be kind of more of a young, light version of this. MLK is causing, cultural reform. He's still a counterculture guy, right? But he's dominating from love. And you would have Joker or Loki or someone like this, where they're an agent of chaos. So that's more of the yin quality, the shadow aspect of this. Now, the shadow aspect of the Hermit is actually somebody who is mad at the world, right? Hates the world, in a sense. So they're rebellious to the point of like rebellious against society. It's like that. It's like Tekashi 6ix9ine's gang, how he calls it scum, right? Society can't understand me. You were never meant to be understood. Like culture hasn't caught up to you being the rebel yet, right? You're the pioneer. You're going to get hit with the most arrows. You're going to get pushed down and be almost like an underdog, but then you're going to rise up again. The Hermit hears the call of destiny within. They hear the clarion call. They hear the GPS internally going, yep, I need to do this. I need to move into this. So you got to trust the signs as an outlaw. You got to trust your instinct, your intuition. The main motto I want you to focus on here is to trust the process. You don't trust anybody. You don't trust anything, but you trust your process. You have that safety, that dependability. This is why, as I'm doing this workout challenge, I'm being more in my body, in my physical body, which is actually helping me understand a deeper layer of my healing in my character. Whereas earlier I would just be like pushing it away every single day, right? Oh, I'll do it later, whatever. Now I'm really leaning into it. I'm trusting the process. The main advice I'd give you if you are a hermit like this, the rebel like this, is to retreat into life. I remember I was watching Cobra Kai, right? Instead of running away from your opponents, run into your opponents with the same level of energy and ferocity and anxiety, right? Just that speed of like, whoa, but more it's like a going into it rather than a backing away. It's not a flight, it's a fight. And I have had to really come to terms with this because I'm not a fighter, man. I'm a very gentle, peaceful guy, right? Since growing up, but I've had to learn how to protect myself and be a fighter and push my mind and actually, transcend my current paradigm of this kind of nice dude. That's taken me a long process, but I know that process now, so I can help others to break the chains of the mind, right? I'm here to break you out of the cage of your own prison mind. The Hermit is the one with the universal will. The Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune tarot card kind of work together in general. That's another archetype in a sense where that movement, that momentum, right? So the Wheel of Luck, the Wheel of Fortune. A Wheel of Fortune, right? This game show mentality that this life is a simulation, right? Let me find a way to be the rebel, the glitch in the matrix in a sense. You are the glitch in the matrix if you are this archetype. This kind of James Dean lost but found polarity split, like this internal conflict you have, is actually one of the greatest gifts that you can have. Because that split of what he said, Jay-Z, in the song, of like, there's a fork in the road, I'm just going straight through it. I'm cutting through the noise, right? Society is blah, 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 mainstream, common sense, conventional wisdom. You're just going, you're just barricading through that, right? And that's that energy. Now, I want to end this with a very useful technique. If you are someone who struggles with this kind of internal conflict, this anxiety, I have a very specific exercise for you, okay? The exercise is essentially right before you're about to do something, you feel the fear, you feel the stress kick in. This is a way to slow down your amygdala response, which is the fear-based part of the brain, the limbic brain, right? This is a way to do this. You take 3 conscious breaths where your exhales are longer than your inhales, okay? Let's do it together. Now what I want you to do is look left and then right 10 times. Let's do that together. Lateral eye movement. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Big exhale. Now after doing this, you'll feel calmer. It's going to slow down your amygdala response. Okay, your fight or flight. It's going to put you in more of a safety feeling. The reason being is, we as animals, we check the environment to make sure that we're safe, and that's the theory behind the technique of us using our eyes. I'm putting this information out here for free because I am a man of value, right? And if you haven't joined the Telegram group yet, definitely start to join it. That's where you can actually, ask me questions and get video requests on videos on topics that you want to hear more about, right? I am focusing primarily more on the trauma healing aspect of things now because I think that's the greatest inner game, inner work that you can do for yourself, right? This inner game mastery of actually feeling like I have high self-esteem, I have confidence, I have, a high level of worth, and I deserve it. I'm moving forward with this momentum, this flow state energy where I'm tuned in, Yeah, man, something that Rion actually told me is that expectation and doubt are shadows, so trust the process. And I wrote that down from there, but I think it directly applies to the rebel, the outcast, the outlaw. It's funny because we were the outcast, but now we are the main cast in the movie of our lives. And that's what I want you to really ponder and reflect on today. Self-reflection, meaning you are meeting yourself in the mirror. Okay, that's what self-reflection is. Your internal world is the most dangerous neighborhood. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. Let's get it today. Upward Spiral Gang. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell if you haven't done so already. Get TPM my book. Hit me up. This product is coming out soon. I'm looking forward to it. Matches into dates, another texting game process. Very powerful. If you're not getting matches on Tinder, Bumble, this is a foolproof method, right? Fail-proof method in a sense, okay? Very powerful stuff. But this is all emerging out of simply me optimizing and trusting my own process. Let's get it today.